Yo, what's up, y'all? Your boy back. Now, a lot of things have gone down recently that I was like, yo, I want to talk about this. I want to give some thoughts on it, and because I don't feel like doing a separate video for each topic, y'all gonna get it in one big video and enjoy that. All right, so we not gonna waste no time. First on the agenda, the Weeknd Trilogy, 10 years of that bish. All right. First and foremost, shout out to Weeknd as always. That's my guy. Trilogy is a classic. You know what I'm saying? We all know that when it comes to the Weeknd and his evolution in music, everybody wants to go back to those days of Trilogy. Even though it's not really gone, it's just the same music but on a different, on a different tempo, really. But a lot of people really value and appreciate, those times and the time when the trilogy did come out. You had the extra songs like Valerie and 28 and Till Dawn, Here Comes the Sun, And I don't know, man. It's like to see the Weeknd go from that to, Blinding Lights or, Sacrifice. It's crazy. It's honestly crazy. But in reality, everything truly, truly started from there, right? So, it's 10 years of Trilogy. It's the Weeknd. I feel like I've talked about Trilogy and everything about that like for so long. It's to the point where it's like, what else can I say? Merchandise did come out for the compilation, and I was disappointed because there was no vinyl. I was really, really hoping for a vinyl. I know that would have been like the most expensive thing on the freaking list or whatever, but I don't care. I need a vinyl. I need the whole set, right? But yeah, all in all, man, 10 years of Trilogy. I would like to know, what was your first song you ever heard by The Weeknd? My first song listening to The Weeknd was The Zone, and it was something special. That song just hit a little too different from everything I was listening to at that time. And I was like, yo, who is this? I didn't know if The Weeknd was a person or The Weeknd was a band. I didn't know, right? Until I found out, yo, that's just one guy. I'm like, word? Bet. And it's been history ever since, right? Speaking of The Weeknd and making more history, like that's just what he does. He has also surpassed Drake as having the most listened album, I believe, from 2016. He passed Views with Starboy. And just thinking about Starboy and how, the time that Starboy came out, like reactions on my channel were just starting, right? And I remember doing the reaction to the song Starboy, and of course I was heavily inspired by Big Quint during that time. Well, still am, really. Shout out Quint. And I a lot of my mannerisms, now that I think about it, a lot of my mannerisms in that video, was like Big Quint-esque. So when you check the comments, they're like, yo, be yourself, you not Quint. Even from that video on, I said, okay, bet, I got y'all. Right? So ever since then, I've just been doing my own thing. It's crazy how when an album comes out during a certain period of time and it just unlocks freaking memories that you thought you suppressed. That was definitely one of them. Because first of all, I had never had so many people watch a video of mine. I never had so many people comment like real crazy things before to me, because before that it was like real positive up until that point. Right? So essentially Starboy was like the turning point for my channel as well, because I started getting more Weeknd people checking me out and, yo, that's Dylan and da-da-da. It was cool. It was pretty nice. But Starboy is just, is Starboy classic? That's for y'all to decide. I like Starboy. Do not get me wrong. I never call Starboy trash. I just hate rockin'. Okay, I really, really freaking hate rockin'. I feel like rockin' is the worst Weeknd song possible. I'm not talking about features, nothing like that. Straight up song by The Weeknd, rockin', bro. Like, it was cool when I first heard it. Of course, I was dancing to it. I was enjoying it and all that. And then as I listened to it more and more, I say, yo, this song is torture. It's almost like the songs that they play at the retail stores, right? You hear it enough, you want to blow your freaking brains out. And that's what happened. So now anytime I'm listening to Starboy, I make sure I skip rocking before I throw my phone into a freaking river. Oh yeah, speaking of Drake, he recently dropped his collab album with 21 Savage, and it was called Her Loss. Now everybody and their moms honestly was like really hyping up this album. I was hyping up this album, doing the whole fake promotion tactics and all this other garbage. I fell for the Tiny Desk one. I really would love to see Drake and 21 Savage do an actual Tiny Desk concert. That joint would be heat. That would be some freaking fire for real. But yeah, you know, in my honest opinion, like, the album is just okay to me. It was just all right. I listened to it about like 3-4 times just so I could really get a feel for the album and get some thoughts on it or whatever. And out of the whole album, I think I like 3 songs, bro. Rich Flex, Back Outside Boys, and Middle of the Ocean. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Hours of Silence, I like the first half, and everything else after that is just, I'm not listening to, no. I feel like this album as a whole is just, it's a Drake album, right? 21 Savage is a side character on this album. He's barely there, and when you know he's there, it's like, oh, look at 21, that's cool. And then you move on because Drake just comes back and just takes full control of the album. So, I mean, in my opinion, it's not as much as a collab album as What a Time to Be Alive, because there was a lot more energy. That album actually felt like a collab album. You know, that album felt like it was 50-50 Drake and Future, you know, and not just on this one, mostly Drake, sometimes 21 Savage, but mostly freaking Drake. You know, you got Drake on here still taking shots at Kanye. You got Drake taking shots at pretty much everybody. I don't know if he's in his sassy era, right? You know, we've seen Drizzy Drake and different accent Drake and all this other stuff, right? But I believe this is sassy Drake because this man was really calling out everybody. He called out Megan Thee Stallion, or took shots, no pun intended, at Megan Thee Stallion. You know, I believe he also took shots at Ice Spice, which honestly, she does look good, but let's be real, is the music good though? I don't think so. The album as a whole though, you know, it's just all right. You know, if you enjoyed the whole thing through and through and this is one of your favorite albums of the year, you know, more power to you. But I'm done listening to the album, with the exception of the 3 songs that I mentioned. I'm just, y'all got it, bro. I didn't even have high expectations going into this. It was just, yo, I would like a great collab between 21 and Drake, and that's it. But you know, for me personally, it didn't feel like that, right? What else on the agenda? Oh yeah, top 5 Weeknd projects. Spotify came out with a link, or this thing where you can rank the Weeknd's top 5 projects in your personal opinion. And for me, my top 5 are House of Balloons, Kissland, Beauty Behind the Madness, After Hours, and then Dawn FM. Now I know somebody's gonna say, Dylan, what about My Dear Melancholy? Dylan, what about Starboy? I know. But these albums in particular, you know, they have a hold on me. And as much as I love Starboy, and as much as I really, really like My Dear Melancholy, especially for I Was Never There, I cannot escape After Hours and Dawn FM. In particular, Phantom Regret and freaking Is There Someone Else. I swear to goodness, if those 2 songs are not on my top 2 most played for the Spotify rap, the whole thing is rigged, and they want to see me fail. And don't get me started on Kissland and Beauty Behind the Madness. Like, son, it's As You Are, you know, Acquainted, The Hills, Can't Feel My Face, Often, Tell Your Friends, Wanderlust, Belong to the World, Kissland, Tears in the Rain, Pretty. Like, it's too many classics, man. Shout out Wicked Games, you know, shout out High for This, shout out What You Need, the original joint, you know, shout out House of Balloons, you know, like, that man is a legend. The Weeknd is the reason why your favorite artists don't want to do interviews and want to be all mysterious and act like, you know, he can't talk to people, and, you know, he only engaged with the real ones around him. Like, he the reason your favorite artist doing that. Just remember who started this foolishness, okay? All right? But yeah, man, that's really all I got, bro. Like, you know, top 5 Weeknd projects. I would love to know your top 5 Weeknd projects in the comments as well. How do you feel about Trilogy turning 10? You know, how do you feel about the Weeknd's career in general? just let me know. Also, let me know how you guys feel about Her Loss by Drake and 21 Savage. Is it still in your rotation? Did you scrap it? Just talk to me. How do you feel about Drake, you know, and his fake ass wig being so damn sassy? And 21, can you do something for me? Bro, he was getting his freaking nails painted when he was saying that. He getting his nails painted, his feet done. He was twerking at the same time. Shit is wild. You can hear it in his voice. 21, can you do something for me? Like, yo, you kind of, huh? Little coom see coom saw on that joint. I don't know. Yeah. But anyways, man, it's good to be back. You know, I felt like I said, it would have just been too much to make this, you know, separate freaking videos. I don't feel like editing all that. I'll keep it in the bean. I don't. You know what I'm saying? I got to see the Nets lose again. Anyways, y'all let me know in the comment section your thoughts and your opinions. Just speak to me. Talk to me in the comments, man. Again, it's good to be back. Give me your album recommendations you would like to see a video for in the future. And I'll try to get you, you know. So, that's it, man. If you guys enjoyed today's video, do make sure to leave a like. Don't forget to subscribe for more. As always, Jenna Squad, thank you for watching. Shout out XO. It's still no hate towards Drake and 21. I just didn't enjoy the album as much as I thought I would. You know, just as long as Drake stops sending shots to Dram for something to happen we're not going to talk about it. I'm going to catch y'all later, man. Peace.